Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Fesno coming at you with a fresh patch 8.0 Ready Subtlety opener guide. This guide will be the first video on my channel, and I'm hoping to make many more in the future addressing neat tricks and guides on Subtlety rogues, and maybe even other rogue specs as well. A little bit about myself: I played rogue since the end of Cataclysm and took a break around mid-Legion. I came back recently since patch 8.0 was on the verge, so I decided, why not make an opener guide on Subtlety rogues, because I'm not seeing a lot of sub players out there, and maybe this guide can help them pave the path in the right track with the removal of the artifact ability, making things a bit easier to look at and a bit easier to understand when it comes down to the opener for the Subtlety rogue. So I know I mentioned this a bit in my introduction, but in 8.0 we no longer have our artifact ability, and also have new PvP talent and talents in general we have to work with. Just as a disclaimer, I've had great success with this opener, but I know this isn't the only way to do it. I'm seriously more than excited to see other ways to open on a target, and I am open to criticism. Without further ado, let's get started. So starting off with the talents I took to do this opener, I'm not going to go into detail on the talent choices, but might discuss the talents as a whole on a later video, and quite frankly, there are other YouTubers that have done a great job breaking down BFA rogue talents, so I do suggest checking them out. In this video, we took Gloomblade only because of the sustain needed post the opener. If you want most of your damage coming out of the opener, take Find Weakness. Subterfuge for the stealth post opening. Marked for Death for a back-to-back combo point spender. This row, the level 60 row, doesn't really have anything to do with the effective damage, so take whatever you want. Prey on the Weak for added damage to the rogue stun target. Dark Shadow for extra damage in the dance, and Master of Shadows for a bit more energy when dancing. For the honor talent, I take Gladiator's Medallion for the free trinket, Phantom Assassin for the increased crit chance shadow dancing, Death from Above for a beefier eviscerate, and Cold Blood to chunk a percentage of health off the target when we cheap shot or Shadowstrike. As you can see, we are stacking a lot of crit and damage multipliers, which makes this a deadly opener, especially if you have a lot of mastery stacked, in which I only have 65% in this video. For the actual opener itself, with practice, it actually is very simple. We sap the target to ready ourselves, then we open with a cheap shot and apply a low combo point Nightblade for the increased damage debuff, not really aiming for the dot damage here. Then we go ahead and Shadow Dance while popping Symbols of Death and Cold Blood. The reason we can do this is because all three cooldowns I just mentioned are on the same global cooldown. So that means we can even make a macro popping all three at once, which is what I've done in this video. Then we Shadow Strike until 4 to 5 combo points, and then apply a Kidney Shot, Mark for Death right afterwards, and Death from Above for serious chunk damage in the last second of the DR Kidney. You may even have time to add another Shadow Strike at the end if your Shadow Dance lasts that long. The reason I don't add Shadow Blades is because it messes with the stun duration and the global cooldown if you utilize it in the middle of this opener. In order to utilize the Prey of the Weak passive, we have a very short window to apply as much pressure in the cheap shot and kidney shot. However, during the sap in the beginning, popping Shadow Blades before the opener would not be a bad idea. Just keep in mind that it is on a 3-minute cooldown, so you won't have it up all the time. That is all for my Subtlety Rogue opener guide for patch 8.0. If you have any questions, concerns, feel free to post them in the comment section below. If you have any video ideas, please do comment, because it helps me a lot to know what the people want so I can continue to produce the content. If you like the video, please do like the video, and if you think this video warrants more, do subscribe. Until next time, see ya!